Oh, okay. Welcome back. We're in. Oh God, I choked on water in. Oh, I'm so sorry. Choked on water in the interim between last video and this one. Don't die. Okay. Where we left off is that we were making a montage for this pistol to have its like slide, reload, slide, pull back and shoot forward when we hit the trigger. So like it's doing like a bullet eject animation. We're going to convert them to a montage, and we're going to add some sound and some VFX on top of that to give it some kind of more gun effect. Cool beans. So what we're doing now is I'm creating a small control rig, which is right here. We just right clicked, create a control rig, and that's how we got this blueprint. I'm going to right click, create new controls. It's going to give me a bunch of circles. I'm going to change these to, well, it gave me spears. I'm going to change these to circles. And this is good enough for me for now. I'm just going to rotate the slide one 90 degrees. So when I'm animating it, I can grab this more easily. And this is going to set up a simple forward solver. So I'm going to get all my controls. I'm going to put them into a for each loop. I'm going to connect up my forward solve. I'm going to replace the name. So when I make controls, they're all labeled with the underscore control. So I will replace that control with none. That'll give me the bone. From the element, I will set transform. I will connect these up. For item, I'll give it this node. So essentially, I'm getting for every control, I'm getting the name of it, replacing the underscore control with none, which will give me the name of the bone. Which means I will be setting the bone from the control via the get transform, via the transform of the control. That's all that's doing. And you can see this works by, if I now move the slide control, I can now move the slide barrel. I can animate it, which is cool. Okay. That out of the way, I will drag in my control rig into the editor. It'll pop up a sequencer. And it will allow us to make a little rudimentary slide animation for this thing. There we go. There are my controls. So I'm going to, right now this is 150 frames and it's 30 frames per second. So this is 5 seconds. I'm going to drag this down to 15 frames. So now it's half a second. And at position 0, I'm going to have the slide be here, standard position. I'm going to add a keyframe. I'm going to move it to roughly 7 frames. So roughly 1/4 of a second. I'm going to move my slide. Oh, I got my snap on. Turn snap off. I'll move this back. I will add a keyframe. And I actually will go to the barrel. I'll go back to the beginning. I'll add a keyframe for that. I'll go to 7 frames. And I'll move the barrel. Is this the barrel? This is the barrel. Move the barrel back. Again, I do not know how a gun works. If this looks even remotely real, that's good. If it doesn't, I mean, I'm not going to learn today. I'll add a keyframe for the trigger. I'll do the same thing because the trigger is going to be what you squeeze to, make the gun go bang. And then from these, I want to say that's all I have to do to make a gun shoot. I will copy the initial positions of them. I'll move to frame 15. I'll add them. I will hit this little arrow here to make a loop, and let's see what we got. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Again, no idea that's how an actual gun works. Kind of looks kind of silly to me, but that's good enough for my purposes. I'm assuming the gun wouldn't do this. I think the barrel might need to stay in place. I think I am gonna change the barrel. I'll leave the barrel. That was the trigger. I'll leave the barrel in place and just have the slide go back. Cool. I think maybe the door might pop open. Oh God. Door. That's the barrel. God. What's this? Door. There we go. Maybe that's where a bullet casing flies out of. I don't know. Okay. Cool. That looks promising. Okay. Good enough. Now I want to export this animation. So I will right click this little skelly bob over here. I'll bake it. I'll put it in a new folder, call this animations. And I'll label this SK pistol shoot. Save out. Now I can go find where, actually I can close this window for the sequencer. At least for now, that's what I'm going to do with it. So where's my sequencer? There you are. I will delete it. Close my sequencer window, go to my animation. Let's see where it is. Here it is. And we have our animation. Nice. Again, no idea how this a gun works, but close enough. And then to make a montage, all we have to do is, I'll just close these windows. I will right click over my animation, create animation montage. And I'll just make one. And it'll underscore it with the montage. Now, if I open it up, it looks almost identical to the animation. It's hard to see, but up here, it's just changing it up here. But it looks very much almost identical, if not completely identical. That's fine. I'm going to work in the montage. What we have down here is like this little track section where we can add tracks to do certain things. Specifically like play sounds and play... we can do pretty much anything we want here. We can make our own custom animation notifies to do things. But for now, what I will do now that we have our montage is, because we've already set it up in the previous video, all I have to do is select from here. Oh, Quinn has a fire montage as well. Well, I'm just doing it for the pistol. That's all set. And remember, in the viewport, we have set the skeleton mesh animation class to the one that we created. If I go to it, all it is this basic state machine, which just has it just goes to an empty entry state, and has a slot, a default slot that's going to be where our montage is overriding the animation. Our animation is just the idle state, so this is the idle, just doing nothing. And it's going to play in this slot and output the montage to the animation graph. So, it's all set. If I've done everything right, I can play my headset. Grab my controllers, go down to the ground, pick up a gun, And let's see if the animation plays. Nice. So we made I shot a cube. You know what? That's not bad. It's a bit slow, but we can tweak the timing. But now we made a shot animation for our guns. And it works for both of them because they're just the same. The same model. You know what? With the animation, that's actually kind of cool. I'll have to make it faster, but that's actually a nice touch. All right. Cool. So no VFX yet, but I'm just gonna make this play rate times 3, just to make it a bit faster. I just want to see what it looks like. Because now that that's set up, we can work in the montage to add tracks for sound. I'm not sure what sounds I have on this computer, but I might add just like a basic sound. Let's see. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, that's way too fast now. Cool. Okay. Well, maybe 1.5 times is the best. Let's see. What the? Oh, hit the wrong button. Oh no, God no. Good. Stop it. 1.5. Compile. Play. Yeah. Go to my gun. It's kind of shortening the animation, so I think I'll keep it at 1. If I wanted this to be a bit faster, I can actually just change it in the animation and make a new montage. I was being kind of lazy because I didn't want to make a new one. So I'll stick with what it's at, even if it's a bit slow. That's fine for these purposes. I know it works. So I'll just change it back to 1. But I know my montage plays. Okay. Now, let's see. What would be the easiest thing to do first? I could just add a little bit of a in my montage, a bit of a sound. With whatever I have on my computer. So these are the tracks down here. Right now I only have 1 track, but I can insert other notified tracks. I'm going to insert these 2, one for VFX, one for audio. It doesn't really matter. They can both live in the same track. But if I want to insert let's see, where's my animation? I don't know where the sound would play, but I'm assuming maybe at 4 or 7 when the gun is fully cocked back. Excuse me. I will add a notify, look for play sound. So we're going to play sound exactly at this point in the animation. If I click on it, I can insert a sound. I don't know what sounds I have on here. I have camera clicks. That is a wicked gun sound. Oh, what's whenever I have like a fire. You know what? Sure, why not? So let's see. Cool. Okay. That works. Let's just test it out for now because I'm almost out of time. Now we've set it in the montage. If I go and grab a gun, Christ. Yeah. Yo, just let me grab a gun. Oh, I think I have my sound turned off in the game. Okay, I know it works, but give me 1 sec. Okay. There we go. An annoying sound, but it does work. And with that, I'll sign off and I'll see you guys in the next video for the VFX stuff.